Welcome again to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a long time since I have done a video, like always. But I thought I really needed to do one video now before the Women's Royal Rumble. So I have a lot to catch on. So first I'm going to tell you that I made a blog with a friend of mine about women's wrestling. So if you guys want to check it out, I'll put the link here. And I will also put it on the description so you could click on it and go directly there. Then I'm going to talk about Row 25 and the whole segment that happened with the women. And then I'm going to talk about the Royal Rumble, which is obviously a big deal. And I'm so happy about it. I'm so thrilled. I can't wait. I'm probably going to watch it live. And it's going to be like 3 a.m. in France. But I'm still going to watch it live because I'm so excited about it. So first, Raw. Well, I'm very disappointed about it because I was expecting this big thing because they announced so many names, and I thought, this was going to be like a big segment with like them talking to each other. I imagined the whole scenario in my head where Trish would come out and just shut everyone up by saying that she was revolutionizing women's wrestling before everyone. And I thought the Bellas were gonna come and, say that they created the women's revolution. I thought Kelly was gonna come out and say, oh, but how could I not be a part of the women's revolution? I'm also a part of it. It's just that they haven't given me the time that I deserved. So, I made up all this scenario in my head, and the only thing that happened was just them walking and waving to everyone, and I felt like, first I was disappointed, and then I thought it was a very big disrespect to them, because they didn't even give them the microphone. Like, they just were there. I hated that. I was waiting for that moment, and nothing happened. Well, I was glad that Trish got such a big pop from the crowd, but other than that, I was very, it's disappointed is the word. But also, I don't know if you have seen it on Twitter, but I wanted to see Lita, because she's, my favorite wrestler. And she's a legend, just like Trish. And I was expecting to see her with Trish. And so many other women as well, And I saw on Twitter that she was not invited to Raw. And that shocked me, sort of. I didn't... because her tweet obviously said, she tweeted a picture of a chair that was maybe for the VIPs in the Manhattan... arena, and she was on the chair. Her face was on the chair, and she said, well, I didn't make the guest list, but I still was on the chair. And everyone assumed that she was not invited. And then Gail Kim tweeted something about it, saying that WWE was very disrespectful to women like Lita, but also women like Victoria, who made a huge impact in WWE's history and weren't even invited there. Not just WWE's history, but Raw history, of course, because they were on Raw. And so, yeah, that was very shocking to me. And it's not just Lita or Victoria. It's women like Beth Phoenix, who was in the Hall of Fame last year, Molly Holly, Jazz, Ivory, Victoria, Melina, Candice Michelle, even Layla, Eve Torres. All these girls weren't there, and I was very disappointed about it, and even more so if they weren't invited. Like, why would you invite some girls and not invite other girls? That's just... I don't get it. Well, now let's move on to the real subject, the Royal Rumble. So first I was because you see, I was not expecting it at all. I thought, just like the Money in the Bank, it was like too big. I've been waiting for that moment for like forever. Since like forever, and I didn't think that it would ever happen, ever. And Lita talked about it during a Q&A in Paris, and she said that she wanted people to tweet Women Royal Rumble to the WWE, and we didn't even have to do that. It just happened. So I'm really shocked and surprised about it, even though I know that I haven't said that previously, but if you go to the blog I talked about, my friend wrote an article about how the women's revolution was a communication strategy for the WWE. Of course, we all know that, but obviously this is happening during a time where Me Too, #MeToo is happening, #Time's Up is happening. So there are obviously big political issues that are involved in those changes. So we all have to remember that WWE is not just being nice to us. It's a strategy, obviously. But I'm still very happy about it because it's going to be a big moment in history. So what I want to say first is that I really want to see some girls back. Seriously, like this needs to happen. So first, I know that some girls from the Mae Young Classic may come out. So I really hope that Toni Storm will be there, and some girls from NXT as well. And then there are other women's wrestlers who I would love to see back in the ring. Lita first, even though I think she's not gonna be there, and even if she's gonna be there, she's not gonna win because, usually a Hall of Famer don't necessarily need the chance to be in the main, not in the main event of Mania. Maybe one day, but I mean, I don't see the point of being a Hall of Famer and becoming champion. So of course, I think she would, if she's there, she'll just be there and be eliminated at some point. But also, there are some other women who I would love to see back. First, Victoria, because I feel like she hasn't made anything that she should make in the WWE. Molly Holly as well, that would be great to see her again. Melina, even though apparently she's not in great terms with WWE. And, Michelle McCool, obviously, but she's been teasing about it for so long. So I don't know if it will happen, but that would be great. Maybe Trish Stratus also, that would be nice, especially if there's Lita and Trish. I mean, that would be legendary. And some girls that I would really like to see back are Layla and Eve Torres. Layla, I think there's a chance we could see Layla because I don't know if you've seen recently, but she just came back on social medias, so that may be a sign that she might come back. Also, Caitlyn has come back to the ring and has trained, so maybe she will come back during the Royal Rumble. I said Eve Torres also, that would be nice to see Eve Torres. And there are many other women that I may forget, but these are the first names that come in my head when it comes to that. And of course, I really, really hope to see the Bella Twins back again. So yes, I'm a huge member of the Bella Army, and I would love to see them back. And yes, maybe Kelly also, even though some people aren't big fans of her. That's the same. I think that she could prove everyone a lot of things, and that, since people have very bad thoughts about her, considering that she didn't even had the chance to train as much as the girls who train now, maybe we could give her one more chance to prove everyone wrong. But, that's just a fantasy in my head. I don't know if any of this will happen. But if I have predictions, if it comes to predictions, well, first, I know that the speculations right now are going with either Asuka or Ronda Rousey. So that will be, okay, that will disappoint me. Not because I don't want any of these women to win, even though I really don't want Ronda Rousey to win. But that would be too predictable, and that's not fun, I guess. I would like to be very shocked and surprised by the result. Same with Ronda Rousey. Everyone is making speculations. Maybe she will come, but I don't think it's fair if she wins, because there are girls who have been there waiting for their opportunity, and if a girl like Ronda Rousey, who isn't even from the wrestling world, comes and steals the spotlight from all of these women, I would be pissed. I would love to see Ronda in WWE. I would love to see her wrestle, but not just win the Royal Rumble like that. That's just not fair to me. But if there's, I mean, I'm making thoughts in my head again, and I have fantasies regarding what's going to happen in the Royal Rumble. So I have three predictions, I mean scenarios in my head that I would love to see happening. So first, Paige winning the Royal Rumble. I know it's weird because a lot of people say that right now she might retire from WWE regarding her neck, because of her neck injury. Maybe it's all fake. Maybe they're trying to mess up with our heads in order to make us think that we think that she's injured when she's not really injured. So maybe that will surprise us, and maybe she'll win the whole thing. So that will be great. That will be a great scenario to me. Second, the Bella twins both winning. That will also be great, because if you think about it, you know, the Bellas coming back would be such a big thing for the WWE and a big thing for the fans, because we know how much the Bella army is big and how much they could make an impact. And other than that, that would be great if both of them wins. Like if they eliminate everyone and the two of them stay in the ring. That would be great, you know. Just imagine the whole thing. That will make me happy, and you know, that will annoy some people also, and I would love that. And also one scenario that I thought of, even though it's probably not gonna happen, considering that she's gonna be a commentator, but I really thought that, you know, Stephanie McMahon might come back and just throw everyone out of the ring, maybe with Triple H's help or something like that, just so that she could win and say, you know, I made the women's revolution and I deserve the spotlight for the women's revolution, something like that, you know, that could just piss everyone off. So yeah, I thought about it, but since she's gonna be a commentator, I don't think it might happen. Although she could leave commentaries to get in the ring if she's like number 30, or I don't know. But here are my thoughts on the Royal Rumble. And also I've said, but I didn't say it, but just, you know, I thought, you know, it was gonna be like a 15-woman Royal Rumble, but no, just having 30 women is a big deal. That means that, you know, they're finally recognized as athletes, as wrestlers, and not just as the eye candy part of the show. And I really am looking forward for that match, and I hope they will do I know they will do a great job. But yes, that's all I have to say. So yes, stay tuned for my next video. It's probably going to be about the mixed match challenge. Although I know I haven't made any videos regarding independent wrestling, so I might do that as well. And yes, that's it. Comment, tell me what you thought of this video, tell me your predictions for this Sunday, and tell me who you'd like to see back.